Have you ever wondered what to do with your reptiles during a power outage? Well, today we're going to get into that. Number one, and should be the number one thing to do, if you can, if you have the money, is use a backup generator. Now, whether that's a power bank or an actual generator that's gas powered, those are going to be a little louder, but that's the best way to go. Here's a video of how much they are on Amazon. Now, I don't think I could afford one right now, but definitely in the future I will be investing in one because where I live, it gets below freezing every single winter. I think if you only have a couple reptiles like I do, I have 7 reptiles right now, the best thing for me is to buy an actual power bank that's like one of those handheld, like hefty ones that will go for 24 to 48 hours, and it's quiet. There's, it makes no noise, and I can put it in my room. But I'd say for people that have a collection that's growing, let's say an entire basement or entire storage that's full of reptiles, then definitely a bigger, heftier gas powered generator would do the trick. Number 2 is heat packs and hand warmers, and I don't have any on me right now because my power has been working perfectly fine, but you can go and find these things at Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever your local hardware store is. Quick tip, you don't want to put those hand warmers on top of your reptiles because they can get to about 120, 130 degrees, and you don't want to actually accidentally burn your reptile while you're trying to keep them warm. Like these ball pythons, hot spot of 93, 95. So you don't want a hand warmer on top of them at 120 degrees and have them either overheat or worse, give them a really bad burn and have to take them to the vet. The way you avoid that is just by wrapping them up in a bag and setting the heat warmer, separating them from like a styrofoam or even like another just balled up towel, and putting the heat warmer on the other side of that towel. That way the heat still transfers, but not all the way. Number 3, and one that I didn't even know and I thought was pretty cool for something quick, is your power goes out but you still have running water. So you go to your tap and you heat that water, you get that water hot. You can actually put those next to your snake, and that'll keep them warm for a lot less time than the heat packs will, but for about an hour, almost 2, your snake will be pretty fine. Number 4 is pretty risky. I didn't really want to put it on here, but it's a viable option. It's putting a candle next to your reptile's tank. Now, I get, that can be risky. You can start a fire, but if you have 100% supervision on that candle, and nothing's gonna happen, then putting a candle next to your tank will give it a little bit of a hot spot, and ensure that your reptiles stay a little bit warm in their enclosure. Number 5, and one of the easiest tips, you don't even have to go out and buy anything, is exactly what I'm doing right now. Humans usually have a body temperature of around 97 to 99 degrees Fahrenheit. I usually stay around 99. I have my window open in the winter because I'm always hot. Right now, she was laying on the cool side when I got her out of her cage. I can feel her body temperature starting to rise because when I got her out, she was pretty cold on my neck, and now she's warming up pretty good. I did want to share one bonus tip with you guys, and that's to not feed your reptiles. If you feed your reptiles, they have a natural tendency to travel to where it's warmer, and when there's no power and there's no heat in their enclosure, they can't really do anything about it, and you don't want that animal, that rodent, going bad in their stomachs. That way you ensure that they stay healthy. Reptiles can go for months without eating, although you shouldn't do that to your reptiles. They can go months without feeding, and they'll be perfectly fine for a couple days. So put off feeding if you can. If there's any other ways that I've missed, you can put them down in the comments. This is Cinnabon, even though she's a black pastel. Hope you guys have a good one, and God bless.